habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bow down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud.
Tonight, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. And off we go from Las Vegas. Taking it about the 1. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field.
They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And his arm strength is often described as out of this world, and I've seen some throws out of him that are just really off the charts. But sometimes he relied on his arm so much, his footwork got in the way, led to some inconsistency. I love watching him evolve as a quarterback. He gets better and better each year.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
On the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Stafford.
At the 30-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Xavier Rhodes on the coverage.
Throwing on third down. Stafford. Open man is Higgins. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
At the 17-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's third.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Nick Chubb.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. Returnable here from the 38. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. Not a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
On the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. A.J. Epinesa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Third and long, it's Stafford. And a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They'll take over.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A run for Nick Chubb. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
The Chargers.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Now here's Mahomes. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Chargers 3, Raiders nothing.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying, thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas 1st.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Stafford. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 36, Stafford will get that one complete to Connor. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Raiders have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Raekwon McMillan on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a 3-yard gain. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here.
Chargers.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Chargers 3.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
15 yards on the play, first down.
First down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is the tight end Fant. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 7. And the Chargers first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This is caught. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
They'll try and run with Harris. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Juwan James, the right tackle, first-round selection in 2014. He's the one that got flagged there. They run with Harris. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3.
Harris.
And goal.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 24.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
The throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
on 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. No gain on the play.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the draw, Connor. Tackled by A.J. Epinesa. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Epinesa. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and...
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Open man is Trey Burton. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and...
On 2nd down now. It's Connor. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup. Makes it 3rd.
Back to throw. Stafford.
Got his connection, complete to Ruggs.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 39 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. L.A. set to take over again on offense.
They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Third down and 6 yards.
And that is incomplete.
Well, with the dive look that time, our defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's taken to the 26. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Over the middle, here it's Hilton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Stafford. Screen pass to Connor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Stafford here. Here's Higgins out on the right side. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Stafford, this one into the hands of Burton. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
Chargers 6.
Still a little bit of of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Jefferson out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the Bucs who were able to get the victory at home. 38-0. Whoa! That's your final? Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Tom Brady, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Lamar Jackson, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Chubb. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
3-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
On second and 7, Mahomes. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And the Chargers first down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's caught. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And this is incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down. And
now here's Mahomes. Caught out left side by Robinson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here.
A 31-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
Chargers 9.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And a slant held in by Ruggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
First down.
Mahomes now on first down.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
To Justin Jefferson.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And again, it's Mahomes. And he's got it.
And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we can talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. There's Mostert. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Vegas.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Harrison.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Chargers getting set to go, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st down, Mahomes.
Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the
working from the gun, Mahomes. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense. Oh, no.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. pace, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Mahomes. Escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Javon Hargrave, the D-tackle, getting the sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes, that's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And he stopped immediately there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Anthony Brown on the tackle. No gain on the play. It's third
from the gun. Stafford. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
The Rams ready to go on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Mahomes now on 1st down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Nick Chubb.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
To Jefferson on the slant.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
2nd and 4 at the 5-yard.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now a draw play. This is counter. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Again, a run with counter. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's Jordan Berry now
as he's on to punt for Las Vegas.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 8. A minute 45 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Mahomes to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. That'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath.
This is caught at the 20.
And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory.
A big play there for L.A. 53 yards. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. This is caught, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. He's back to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And they get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. A run for Nick Chubb. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. I'm going to call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. He's calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete. Damian Harris, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Devin McCourty, their defensive.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First down, Chargers.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And it's 3rd and 5.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it, all right? I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime.
And he's in.